So I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how I did my nails. I'm got the tip on, and I'm going to just lay some monomer down on the tip to help it adhere. Like, I'm going to use a different cover color than what I used because I don't want to waste my pixie dust. I don't want to waste my tickled pink stuff. I'm going to need more monomer. Well, I am just doing one nail, but I'm going to do multiple colors here. So I need the knife. I like to dip it in the monomer. We're going to try and get a larger bead. Place that. We're gonna pat, 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 pat. Okay, and then I'm gonna like kinda like force it to sit there for a second. Let that. Okay. Now we're going to cut the acrylic, and I'm just gonna wipe that off, get some more, and then cut the acrylic, smear it off. Okay, so I'm not happy with the sharpness down here, so I'm going to try it again before it dries. That's the trick, is you gotta wait till it's gummy. Okay. So now that we got the V, I'm going to fill in the cuticle area. That hair is just going to be there. I'm going to have to cut it off. So then I just bring it down, kind of blend it.
It was Orochimaru's doing, right? I heard about it. In fact, he told me himself. Orochimaru's doing?
Okay, so if you have any overlapping, you can cut it again. Like I have right here. Ooh, don't cut yourself. That will be a problem if you cut yourself. I also want to flatten this corner, you can just use it. You don't have to actually cut with it. You can push it around that way too. And then if it isn't as crisp as you like, after it dries, before you add the color, you can file it. So like, I would take my, it's dirty so don't mind it, but I would take like this kind of bit with the sharp, with the, it's not a safety bit, so then I would take it and I would slowly just hit this with it to sharpen it up, and then you could smooth the top off, and then this friggin' hair. I got it. Haha, I got the hair. Okay. So then I'm going to take the color acrylic, which I'm not using Deja Brew. I'm gonna use, this is actually a dip powder, but you can use most dip powders as acrylic. Just know that they're a little bit runnier. So you want a drier bead. I really should have this. Hold on. This helps me a little bit. Okay. Oops, wrong side. This side of the brush has like a little hair and it's a pain in the butt. So in order to get a drier bead, you just pat your brush down and then you place it, and then you're going to want to brush upward with it. You're not going to pat, you're going to actually move it. And just know if you get any of the color on the cover color, you can file it off.
You know, it's kind of funny. That rings a bell. I remember you saying those very words the first and only time I ever asked you out.
Would somebody tell me what's going on?
Okay, so then
What are you doing here? You said we were gonna bring her back to the village to cure Sasuke and Kakashi Sensei. Then you pull this stuff about making her Hokage. Then she goes and refuses it.
I'm going to turn it to the side here.
She couldn't really be thinking of accepting Orochimaru's offer.
Don't worry, Naruto. She knows she can't refuse. There can be no one else. There was no one who contributed more to the League's victory in the Great War.
Okay, so that's good. That side's
She combines unrivaled skills as a warrior with the ability to heal others.
okay.
What's more, she is the granddaughter
So now
of the
I'm
very first
going to take
Hokage.
a
So inherited
another
and
little
influenced,
drop.
she is the clear and only choice to be the fifth Hokage. And once she accepts her destiny,
On this side.
she will.
Oops, I got some on the skin.
Come back with us to the
Don't mind
village,
that.
and there heal your friends. You see, it's all been very carefully thought out by the highest councils of the village. No
Okay, and I'll
offense,
drag
but
that
it's not
up.
something an underage enemy is expected to understand.
You're slipping, Jiraiya. This apprentice is
Okay.
all like your last
So now I'm going to take as much as I can of the monomer,
funny looking too.
and I'm going to take a very large bead. You see that? That's a very large bead.
Greatest ninja in generation.
And then we're going to set it down here. And then we're going to pat it inward.
Oh, sure, and all that.
I forgot to tell you, the reason why I do this is to create a like divot where you lay the marbling. So that way it kind of goes flat once you lay the marbling.
The odds. That's a sucker's bet. A sucker's bet. My grandfather and his successor, they were also willing to die to defend the village. Well, they're both dead, all right. And the village is no safer than it ever was.
Okay, so now I'm going to take another bead. I have this stuff set in a really dumb spot and I'm losing my hand. Okay. So I'm going to set this right here.
Playing in Hokage. Count me out, it's a fool's game.
Okay, so this is dirty. It's gonna fall as soon as I let it go. There it goes. Alright. Yeah, I stuck my finger in it and I got it all over my finger now. So that was perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna take literally what's left in this. I'm gonna try to fix that little spot. Okay. Okay, so now I got all my powders ready that I'm gonna use. I'm going to use this cheap acrylic I got from Temu. It's a hot pink. And then I got strobe light, Forever and Everest, and Bahama Mama from Tickled Pink. And then I also got these Mylar flakes from, I think Shein I got them. And I'm just taking, I think it's number 8 brush. And I'm going to start with the yellow. Just take a small wet bead. And you're just gonna kind of swirl it on there. Make sure you keep the side walls nice and thin. And then I'm gonna go in with the Forever and Everest, which is on my hand right now, my right hand, and place it. And then I'm gonna swirl it up there. And then I'm just gonna pat it. And I'm gonna throw, maybe if I can get some. Oh, that was a lot. Those are big. Hold on. Why are these Mylar flakes so big? I'm gonna throw one on there. Apparently, more than one. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with strobe light. The glitters are a little bit more harder to maneuver to do the marbling with. Just an FYI. So okay. And then I'm going to go last but not least. And with the pink, that's too dry of a bead, sorry. You want like an extremely wet bead. Well, I shouldn't say extremely wet, but I like to let it sit for a second. And then I'll start to marble.
Well, of course I did. I'm his teacher, aren't I? What of it?
And then just give it like a pat. Get a pat. And while it's still wet, I'm going to take some more Mylar. Maybe. Okay. And then if you want to add some chunky glitters, you should, I guess you should have done that beforehand, but I'll just grab some strobe light. Uh-oh. That's sad. That was a waste. Oh. Anywho, I'm gonna grab some strobe light and I will throw that on top here. I actually covered it up when I put the pink on, so. But if you want chunkier glitters, which I have lots of, I should grab. I think I got these. Seems how I didn't do an orange. But you would, I'm just going to place them on my thing. And you would take a wet bead of clear, which I'm going to have to encapsulate all this in clear anyway. So take just a little bit of clear. And then you would pick up the chunky glitters with that clear. And then you just spread it. Spread it. Like that. However you want it. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay. And you can move them around until it until it's about to dry. So I didn't file all that, but you would want to file that before you add the colors. Like, I didn't file anything. I was just like, I don't want to bring out the file. I'm sorry. It's a lot of work. So then I'm going to take, I personally like using like a translucent pink to clear cap. You can obviously clear is probably the best, but I'm just using a cheap clear here. Some stuff I got from Sally's years and years ago. This is got so much glitter on my brush. I'm not really clear capping. If you do glitter, you're gonna have to change your monomer, just an FYI. Like thin glitter, like I did. So you want to do the French first because you want to keep that clean from glitter. And then if you do like a glitter base like I did, before you clear cap, you're going to want to change your monomer. And that's it. Then you would, shape, file, buff, whatever. Now I have a huge mess. That's it, folks. That's how it's done.